Hey, it's Charles. Hybrid cars. They're everywhere these days. You've probably heard that they're better for the environment and great for your wallet, but are they really worth the hype? Or is there a hidden downside nobody talks about? Today, I'm diving deep to uncover the truth behind hybrid vehicles and whether they're genuinely worth your money. First things first, let's clear up exactly what a hybrid car is, because there's often some confusion. Simply put, hybrids use a combination of gasoline engines and electric motors. The idea sounds great, right? You use less fuel, spend less money, and help the environment all at once. But there's a twist to this seemingly perfect story that dealers rarely mention. So let's kick off with fuel efficiency. Everyone knows hybrids are supposed to save gas, but how much gas are you really saving compared to regular cars? On average, hybrid cars can achieve around 30% better fuel economy compared to traditional gasoline vehicles. That sounds amazing, doesn't it? But here's something dealers don't always tell you. Hybrid fuel savings depend massively on how and where you drive. If you do a lot of city driving, stopping and starting frequently, you'll see substantial fuel savings, maybe even more than 40%. However, if you're mostly on highways cruising at constant speeds, your savings might shrink significantly. So ask yourself honestly, what's your driving routine really like? And is a hybrid still worth it if your commute involves mostly highway driving? Don't worry, we'll uncover that answer shortly. Now, let's talk about something most people overlook when considering a hybrid: initial costs. Here's the truth. Hybrids typically cost more upfront than their gasoline-only counterparts. Usually, you're looking at paying an extra $3,000 to $5,000 or even more. So the real question becomes, how long does it take to recover that additional investment through fuel savings? This is what we call the break-even point. Typically, most hybrid buyers break even somewhere between 4 and 6 years, depending on their driving habits. But there's an even bigger factor nobody seems to discuss. How reliable are hybrids in the long run, and could expensive repairs eat into your savings? Here's the shocking reality. Yes, hybrids generally require less frequent maintenance due to their regenerative braking systems, which reduce brake wear. However, hybrid batteries, which can last anywhere from 8 to 15 years, can cost thousands of dollars to replace when they eventually wear out. Now, that's something dealers often conveniently forget to mention, but is battery replacement really as scary and expensive as it sounds? I promise we'll dive deep into that in just a moment. Before we do, let's tackle another common hybrid myth: performance. You've probably heard people claim that hybrid cars feel slow, sluggish, and boring to drive. Is this actually true, or is it just outdated information? Well, the reality might surprise you. Modern hybrids often perform just as well, if not better, than their gasoline-only counterparts, especially off the line. That's because electric motors provide instant torque, giving hybrids surprisingly zippy acceleration. Ever tried flooring a hybrid? You might be genuinely shocked at how responsive it feels. But here's another twist. While acceleration is impressive, hybrids usually aren't as sporty when it comes to handling and cornering. The extra weight from batteries and electric components can affect handling dynamics, making hybrids feel less agile and responsive than traditional vehicles. So the question remains, is this a deal breaker for the average driver, or is the improved fuel efficiency worth the slight trade-off in handling? And speaking of handling and dynamics, let's not overlook something that might matter even more: environmental impact. Let's be honest, many buyers choose hybrids because they want to reduce their carbon footprint. But how eco-friendly are hybrids really? Are they genuinely better for the environment when you factor in manufacturing and battery disposal? There's no simple answer here, but consider this. Hybrids do indeed emit significantly fewer greenhouse gases than conventional cars during operation, but producing hybrid batteries requires mining materials like lithium, cobalt, and nickel, which can be harmful to the environment. Plus, at the end of their life cycle, disposing of or recycling hybrid batteries remains an environmental challenge. So here's a tough question. When all factors are considered, are hybrid vehicles truly greener, or is their environmental advantage smaller than you think? We'll tackle that complex topic later in the video, but first, remember when I mentioned the potentially massive expense of hybrid battery replacements? You might be wondering, how often do hybrids actually require expensive repairs, and could warranty coverage protect you? Stick around, because the answers I'm about to share next could completely change your decision on whether hybrids are worth your investment. When it comes to hybrid repairs, there's a significant detail many drivers overlook: warranty coverage. Most hybrid car manufacturers offer extensive warranties on their battery packs, often covering them for at least 8 years or up to 100,000 miles. Some brands even stretch that to 10 years or 150,000 miles. That's impressive protection, and it means the majority of hybrid owners never actually pay out of pocket for battery replacements. But here's a critical detail you should know. If you're buying a used hybrid, warranty coverage can vary dramatically. Many secondhand hybrids no longer fall within their original warranty period, potentially leaving you to foot an expensive bill. This raises an important question. Is it safe and financially sensible to buy a used hybrid car, or should you stick to purchasing new? Interestingly, the answer depends heavily on the specific vehicle's history and mileage. If you're considering a used hybrid, always request a thorough inspection of its battery health before committing. Trust me, this small step could save you thousands down the line. But beyond warranty and repairs, there's one more huge advantage hybrid owners rarely discuss, and it could influence your decision significantly. I'm talking about resale value. You might be surprised to hear this, but hybrids typically hold their resale value better than traditional gasoline vehicles. Why is that? It's because hybrids remain in high demand due to their fuel savings and environmentally friendly image, meaning you could recoup more of your initial investment when it comes time to sell. This higher resale value might actually offset those upfront costs and long-term maintenance expenses, making hybrids financially appealing after all. But let's consider another angle: insurance costs. Many drivers wonder whether insuring a hybrid costs more or less than insuring a standard car. Surprisingly, hybrid car insurance rates tend to be quite comparable to conventional vehicles. In fact, some insurers even offer small discounts for hybrids, rewarding owners for choosing more environmentally friendly vehicles. But the exact savings vary widely depending on your insurer, driving history, and vehicle model. So what's the bottom line when it comes to hybrid insurance? Is it a major money saver or just a minor perk? Generally speaking, it's not a massive advantage, but it can help sweeten the deal slightly. Alright, we've covered costs, reliability, environmental impact, and performance, but there's still one critical area left to explore: convenience and practicality. How easy are hybrids to live with day to day? Are there hidden inconveniences hybrid owners regret, or surprising advantages that most drivers don't realize? Here's one major convenience factor: refueling. Hybrids eliminate the so-called range anxiety common with fully electric vehicles. You never have to worry about running out of battery charge and getting stranded, because your hybrid will simply switch to its gasoline engine when needed. This convenience alone can make hybrids the perfect middle ground for drivers interested in electric driving but wary of the limitations of fully electric cars. On the other hand, hybrids offer less electric-only range than plug-in hybrids or pure EVs. If you're dreaming of skipping gas stations altogether, hybrids might not be the perfect solution. So again, consider your driving habits carefully. How often are you willing to stop at a gas station? And finally, here's something most hybrid enthusiasts love: the quiet, smooth driving experience. When running in electric mode, hybrids are remarkably quiet, smooth, and relaxing. Traffic jams suddenly become much less stressful, and driving around town feels calm and peaceful. It's a subtle but significant advantage that many hybrid drivers swear by. So let's recap quickly. Hybrids offer significant fuel savings in city driving, potentially lower overall running costs, excellent warranty coverage on new vehicles, strong resale value, comparable insurance costs, and a smooth, enjoyable driving experience. But they also come with higher initial prices, potentially costly battery replacements if buying used, and somewhat compromised handling compared to conventional cars. Now, with all these factors in mind, here's the big question: are hybrids genuinely worth it, or are they just a trendy compromise? Ultimately, the answer hinges on your specific lifestyle, driving habits, and financial priorities. I want to hear from you. After hearing all these hidden truths, would you still consider buying a hybrid car, or do you think traditional gasoline or fully electric vehicles are better choices? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and remember, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because there's plenty more insightful automotive content coming your way. Thanks for watching, drive safe, and I'll see you soon.